Hey everybody, it's Anna. Time for a new tarot story this week. So we start with the Tuesday card, and for that we have the Three of Swords reversed. So when people see this card, they often assume it's about heartbreak or betrayal. Somehow the heart is injured by something. But this is a swords card. So actually, it is about the mind. The mind, which is about ideas, beliefs, expectations, and strategies. So I'm gonna turn it up right. The number three, I connect to growing momentum. So we're gaining speed, we're gaining some energy in our path forward. So what this says is the mind is beginning to grow in its momentum. We want to help the mind keep up its space, its speed, keep up its pace, because we're going further into a path. But what happens here is the mind gets thwarted. So actually, these swords in the heart are not so much about heartbreak, although there can be some grief when things don't go our way. But it's more about the resistance the mind has when things don't go the way it thought. So I've used this as an example before, the idea of having a relationship and your mind is already jumping way ahead. You know, this person's, I'm going to get married, we're going to have children, we're going to live in the country. Whatever the plans are, the mind is made, right? And it gets invested in those plans, which don't exist. This is all just theory or fantasy, right? And then the relationship ends. And then the mind feels as though it's lost something bigger than what it's lost because it already has attached to this relationship all of the stuff that didn't happen. So the mind feels like it's just been destroyed, it's been demolished, and the mind might say, "Oh, I'm heartbroken." But really, let's say the relationship was only a few months old. The heart's probably, not that the heart can't feel sad from the loss of a relationship, but it's probably not devastated. It's the ideas of the mind that are devastated. So the Three of Swords gives the mind an opportunity to get lighter about its own schemes and ideas. It begins to realize that it's fine to have an idea of what might happen, but sometimes things don't work out the way we expect. And not only does this happen, and it's essentially always going to happen some part of the time, but also when that happens, something better is at stake. So we've been derailed because a better path is opening up to us. And so we want the mind to see this as positive, not only to not be resistant, because resistance is what happens when we want things to be one way and they're not that way, and we're just mad and grinding our heels in the ground and grinding our teeth because we're angry about it, which means we're losing energy being mad about something that's already there. You know, it's reality. It's what's in front of you. The theory is that if we're mad enough about it, we can reverse it. I don't know. I think there's some kind of idea of a strategy behind resistance, but it doesn't work. So, and it kind of pulls you out of what's possible right now. So the Three of Swords gives the mind an opportunity to get lighter, to be more versatile, more pivotal. So when things don't go the way it wants, it can say, "Oh man, that's not what I wanted." But if that didn't happen, something better is happening. So a new path is opening, and I want to be in that new path. I want to keep my momentum high so that I can gauge what's happening next. So this came to us reversed, and that suggests to me we might be struggling a bit with resistance of something that didn't go our way. We thought it was going this way, it didn't go that way. We're feeling crummy about it. We're feeling like, the universe did something wrong, we did something wrong, and we're spinning our wheels around this thing instead of saying, if that didn't happen, something better is on its way. So the way we can help our mind get out of resistance is in part acknowledging that, it's not fun when you have a plan that doesn't happen, and acknowledging the pain of that, but also remembering there have been times in our lives where something didn't work out and something better showed up, something we wouldn't have anticipated. We couldn't have anticipated until this thing fell apart. So help the mind realize there is this working out of things that ends up really serving us, so the mind can move more quickly, keeping that momentum up, move more quickly from a feeling of sadness or loss into what else is possible. That's our card for today. See you tomorrow for our next one. Bye.